Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you what we're going to have to do to be able to carry out the automation of video editing with Claude Code. In this case, we're not only going to help ourselves with what is Claude Code, but we're also going to help ourselves with what is the application or web page script. In this case, as you can observe, we're directly on the web page. From here on, what we're going to have to do is very simple. First of all, take into account that preferably we should have what would be the Pro plan, which costs $20 monthly for what is Claude Code, because this way it's going to let us interact with what is the Claude Code application. We'll simply come here to what is the code section, and automatically this function here would come up. Setting that aside, well, the only thing we have to do is head to what is the script section. On this page, we're going to be able to upload what are various videos. And let's say that I want to upload this one here. Okay, here as you can see, we have what are various options. It's going to depend on what we want to do. In my case, let's say we're going to use the page for what is to automate, or it can help us with what is the trimming of certain types of forms or video format. For this, we're going to have to go to this option here. For the search of what are prompts, well, templates of what are prompts. Okay, here as you can see, we have many. We have, well, to be able to clean what are videos, to transcribe what are files, many really. So we simply will have to look for one that adapts to what we want. And I, for example, am going to use it. Let's see this one here, which I had seen. We're going to use what would be this one here. Okay, the one for cleaning the video. So we're going to hit use template, and this new little tab is going to open up. In this new little tab, what's going to happen is that it's simply going to start generating what is the activity of the video. Let's say that, for example, we're going to hit copy all of this here. Okay, all of what would be the transcription. We simply have to hit copy, and we're going to head to, well, you can do it with what is Claude or Claude Code. Okay, but we're going to do it in Claude Code based on this content here, indicating a technical way where to place various pauses or content from epidemic sounds. Simply to give an example, we're going to do it this way. We open two little dots, we paste, and we're going to hit enter. And from here on, well, we simply have to wait for the application to generate, or for the content or the result of the content to be generated. Meanwhile, here we'll be able to verify each of the guidelines of what we have done within the video, if maybe we want to integrate it in an appropriate way. And anyway, well, as you can see, here itself, it's cleaning what is the video. Okay, it says that right now it's editing what would be the script, the screenplay, and it's removing what are certain sections, and we're going to see what would be the final result. In this case, well, as you can see, I repeat certain words. Those words, it's taking them away. Okay, and that way, it's generating what is the final result. And right now I realize that I repeat a lot what is the word. What is wow, the redundancy. But, well, we're starting to realize maybe small mistakes or big mistakes. In my case, I think it's a big mistake. And from a video that was 10.5 minutes, it's going to give us a total of a video of 9.0 something minutes, which is something pretty good. And the reduction is done in a complete way. Meanwhile, let's see in Claude Code. Here we have each of the sections where, well, the application or the artificial intelligence is telling us what we can do. Like, for example, what is the integration of the intro jingle with the before hello everyone, and so on. But above all, we have to keep in mind what would be this section here for the reduction of what are the audio layers, where we'll be able to generate what is this content here in a slightly more specific way to not bother what would be the ear. And these would be what are the recommendations. Okay, meanwhile in script, we'll be able to observe that it's still generating what is the final scene, which is super good. So it would just be a matter of waiting until the final result, well, leaves us satisfied. And logically, satisfies us, well, ends up satisfying not so much us as the artificial intelligence. Because as you can see, it's still generating what are details, putting what are certain sections. And anyway, we'll be able to see that we have here what is the artificial intelligence tool, where we'll be able to carry out, for example, edit in a clear way. We'll be able to enter what is the sound studio, remove what are certain filler word filters, remove what are touch-ups. Well, these would be like hooks, more or less, or add what are dividers within what is the actual video, which the application does in a pretty good way, in an excellent way really. Because a video of 10 minutes, maybe we've repeated many things, or we've been very redundant throughout the video, and it can start remembering up to 8 minutes, which, as you can see, at the moment we're at 9.5 minutes. So this way, well, we'll be able to start generating what is this type of content. And as you can see, it's still generating what would be the scene as such. It's splitting it, well, it's trimming it rather and it's generating all of this. Here we have what is the screen in small. Here we have what is the original content, but what the artificial intelligence is doing is generating what are various scenes. These scenes, well, to give it a better rhythm, or generating what is the background, what is the backdrop, and that way it looks in a much more detailed way. As you can see, it does it in an excellent way. The artificial intelligence really takes care of practically every detail. It analyzes the content, it identifies the key moments, and it starts generating what would be the visual transitions, the scene cuts, and even the background recommendations. But I think it's not what stands out the most in this case. In any case, if this were a face-to-face, so to speak, that is a video where we appear in front of the camera, where we're talking directly to the audience, where we're showing our face and our expressions, well, I think it would be better. Because the artificial intelligence would have much more material to work with. It would be able to identify facial expressions, body language, important gestures, and that way generate cuts much more precise and much more dynamic. But in this case, we recorded the screen of what is our device, and we simply went along explaining each of the steps in real time. So the artificial intelligence has to work mainly with audio and with what is the visual content of the screen, which is something that limits it a little. But, well, it serves as an example of what you can do with what is this tool, and that way, control each of the steps in an effective manner. Something else I want to emphasize is that this type of tool is really useful for content creators who don't have so much time to be editing video manually, because as you can see, what before could take us hours and hours of work, cutting, removing repetitions, removing unnecessary pauses, eliminating filler words, now the artificial intelligence does it for us in a matter of minutes, which is something really revolutionary for those of us who dedicate ourselves to content creation. In addition, we have to keep in mind that this is just one of the many tools that exist on the market. There are others like Transcript, like Opus Clip, like CapCut with its own artificial intelligence functions. But the difference here is that we're combining the power of Claude Code with this transcription and editing platform, which gives us much more flexibility and much more control over the final result. Basically, the only thing we would have to do is wait until the content is generated in its totality. The waiting times are going to depend on the length of the video, the quality of the audio, and obviously the type of editing we're asking it to do. In my case, since it's a 10-minute video, it didn't take that long. But if it were a much longer video, say 30 minutes or 1 hour, well, logically the processing time is going to increase, but it's still going to be much faster than doing it manually. As you can see in my case, it has already been generated. And the result, well, is quite satisfactory. We can see that all the unnecessary pauses have been removed, the redundancies have been eliminated, and the video as such flows in a much more natural and much more dynamic way. And if we're not happy with the result, because sometimes the artificial intelligence may not interpret exactly what we want, we'll be able to ask the artificial intelligence to help us with more cuts or with the generation of another type of content based on what we send it. That is to say, we can give it specific instructions like, I want you to leave this part, or remove this section that doesn't add value, or add a transition here. And the artificial intelligence will adapt to what we're requesting. This is the beauty of working with these types of tools. We're not limited to a single result. We can iterate, we can adjust, we can refine, until we obtain exactly what we want. And the best part is that we don't need to be expert editors. We don't need to know complex programs like Adobe Premiere or DaVinci Resolve. With just our voice, with just our instructions, we can achieve professional results. So I really recommend that you give this tool a try, that you combine it with Claude Code, and that you start experimenting with what you can do. Because honestly, the possibilities are practically endless. And as time goes by, these tools are only going to keep improving, going to keep evolving, and going to keep giving us much more powerful options to optimize our workflow. And well, that would be everything for this video.